I've been running in the Olympic from a very early age. My first appearance at the Olympic was in 2000, where I ran on the Jamaica 4x1 relay team, and that experience has helped me so far to compete at the highest level. I normally consider everybody as an opponent because it is very competitive running out there. There's a lot of females that are very talented and very anxious and look forward to the Olympic and the World Championship. But to name a few, over the years, Lauren Williams has always been a really good component in the 100-meter at the Olympics and at the World Championship. And Alison Felix is really good in the 200, and there are a lot of many other females that is great competitors and good opponents that I will not mention. I've won the World Youth 100 meter back in 1999. I've won several CSC games. I've won 2 silver at the Commonwealth game, one in the 101 and 200 meter. I've won the 200 at the Olympics, bronze at the Olympics, silver in the 4x1 at the Olympics, and then my recent accomplishment, the 100-meter goal at the World Championship, and second in the 200-meter, just to name a few. I've been running for a very long time, so I've had some really good medals. Based on how my coach structured my training, most of the time I will have my best race at the Olympics or the World Championship, but sometimes it's not always in that case, because I can recall in 2004 my fastest time in the 100 meter was actually my very last race of the season. And this year at the Jamaica Trials I run 10:89 in the 100, and then in Shanghai I run 10:90. So it fluctuates. I never can tell how fast I'm gonna run in any race. I just prepare and be focused and just ready to run. So I never know when I'm gonna really run, what I'm gonna run, because I'm always prepared for all my races, and someday you get a really good race where all the phases is very clean and you run very fast, and some days you may not get a good start and that kind of throw the time off. So it just depends on how lucky I'm on each day. Jamaica have a very strong history in the Olympic and the World Championship. In track and field, all over the years. Merlene Ottey, there's Diane Hemmings, that is the first female to win a gold medal for Jamaica in the 4 hurdles, and a lot of other Jamaicans, and they have set the pace for us, people like me, to look up to and just try to be as good as them, or try to just keep the tradition going, because Jamaicans have a very strong tradition over the year. The key at those major championships, because you have 4 rounds, is to try and just use just enough energy that you need to advance to the next round, because it don't matter how fast you run in any rounds, the final is what everybody will remember, and that's the one that will get you the medal. So I'm pretty good at balancing it. Just try to, based on the field, you know exactly how fast or what you got to do just to advance. So I just think about advancing and save the best for the finals. From a very early age, I've always enjoyed running. Everything I do at home, I would run. If mom sent me to the grocery store, I would run. And in Jamaica, we normally compete in sports day, where a lot of students in the school divide up in different teams and compete against each other. And my team is always very good. I'm always winning the 1 and the 2, even the egg and spoon race, something that don't really exist only in Jamaica. So I've been running for a very tender age, and after I ran at the Blue Cross meet, it's an all-age championship in Jamaica, I was told by my always coach that I'm very talented, and track and field is something that I need to pursue as a career, because I'm very talented. And I went on to Veer Technical High School, and from there is when my career started to blossom even more, because I've won the high school championship, the 1 and 2, in my last 2 years of high school. And then I went on from there to Barton County Community College, where I won a lot of medals. I set the collegiate record in the 2, and moved on to University of Arkansas. I have the 200-meter indoor collegiate record. So I've been doing pretty good from a very early age. When I was at Very Technical High School, I was in a lower class, like class 3, and I wasn't the best. There was a lot of females that were way faster than me, but I was also younger than them, and my coach thought the 400 was something that I was good at, but I did not like the 400 at all because I always know that I'm a sprinter. So that was a bit difficult to convince my coaches that I was a sprinter. And after I get the opportunity to run what I really like, that's when I really started to blossom and went on to win the 100 meter at the World Youth in 1999. In high school, my dream has always been to win an individual race at the Olympic Games. And in 2004, Coach and I really focused on the 200 meter because I was doing better in the 200 than the 100 meter. So I really focused on the 200. Although I was running the 102, my main focus was to win that 200 meter. And after I accomplished that, I realized that the sky's the limit and I can do whatever if I put my heart and work forward to it. So that has done a lot for me and motivated me to continue doing well. In Jamaica, everybody knows me, which is a bit nice. So Veronica hasn't changed, just I've had some accomplishment and I don't let that overwhelm me. It's a blessing and I see it as that, and I treat everybody the same, and all my friends are the same. Nothing really changed personally for me. I get married to my longtime boyfriend, my high school boyfriend, Omar Brown, and it's been fun. We've known each other so long, so it seems like I've been married a long time ago. We just finally make it official, so it's been fun. It's great. She's an excellent lady. I've talked to her often. She's my role model. She's somebody I've been emulating from high school. We went to the same high school, and she's great. First of all, Merlene is very talented. She loves the sport, and I think that is what keeping her going. She's great. As for me, I cannot say it's gonna be based on how my career is going. If at 30 I'm still at the head of the pack, why stop? If I'm 15 still at the head of the pack, I'll be going still. But I cannot tell for now how long I'll go in this sport. It's just based on how well I'm still competing. I have quite a few injuries over the year. In 2001, I had an hamstring injury. Again, when I was supposed to run up the first World Championship in 2003, I had another injury. And then in 2006, I had a quad injury, which I consider my worst injury yet because that injury totally destroyed my entire season. It's very hard to come back from injuries because you lose all that training and you basically sit down for several months, so you don't get all that work. So you got to rehab, get the muscle strong again, and it's basically like you're starting over. So it's very hard, and I know it's something that every athlete can relate to. Nobody likes to get hurt, so that's why I'm trying my best this year to stay healthy so I can work towards accomplishing my goals. Training is hard, but at the end of the road, you're putting in this hard work to accomplish something. So without hard work, you will not be successful. So it's fun. Training today was actually not that bad. It was just a little windy. Over the previous weeks, it was way harder than this, but it's great. I enjoy training. Tyson is very competitive. He's a great training partner. We do the same event, so most of the time our workout is the same thing. Sometimes I'm able to run with him, sometimes I'm not, based on the pace that coach wants us to run it in. Like today we trained together because I was supposed to run like only 2 seconds slower than him, so we trained together, but it's not all the time. But he's a great competitor and I enjoy training with him. That would have to be winning the 200 meter at the Olympics because that have always been my dream. And when I accomplished that, I was totally overwhelmed. And that is the race that let me realize that you can achieve anything you want. So that have to be my best memory yet. Not really. They are totally two different events, and so I weigh them as such. I love them both because I know that I'm capable of running really good in both, so I don't really have a special one. because they are so different. Like for the 100 meter, you need to be real strong, real bulk, and for the 200 meter, if you're too bulky, that's not gonna help you to run 200 meter running that curve. So it's kind of hard. You gotta find that balance. You gotta balance your weight and your muscle tone and everything, and to compete in both. So that's make it difficult. But coach have been doing a good job so far to balance it, so I'm able to run really good in both. I was overwhelmed because it's been a dream of mine for many years to win Olympic gold, individual gold medal. And after accomplishing that, I realized that the sky's the limit and I can do anything. So it was overwhelming, and I felt awesome about that accomplishment. It's great. It's wonderful to be recognized for your hard work. I've won Sportswoman in 2004, and then I won it for 2007. It's really great, and I always appreciate getting these honors because it is very hard to train hard, and it is really good to be recognized for your accomplishment. So it's an honor to win Sportswoman of the Year 2 times. You build up a lot of adrenaline, and you're energetic and you're excited to race. But after the race is over, you feel a sense of relief, especially if you win. So it's quite easy. I just relax and chill with my friend, my husband, and reminisce on what I've done in the race. So it's pretty easy for me. I'm quite laid back. It don't take a lot for me to to relax. So I've won the 100 meter at the World Youth, the World Junior, the World Championship. So that's one of my main thing. I got to win the 100 meter at the Olympics, and then defend my 200 meter title. I'm just trying to maximize my potential. I'm just trying to accomplish all that I can before it's time for me to retire in this sport. For my 200 over the since I ran 22:05 in 2004, I haven't gone close to it. So I know that there's something lacking in that area, and that's what coach and I are working on. I know that I can run way faster than 22:05 in my 200s. And my 100 meter, I run 10:85, but it's not the best. All my phases weren't right, weren't perfect. I have a lot of issues that I'm working on for the first 30, and I have a lot of stuff to work on. I haven't perfect any of my race yet, so I know that if I can do that, then I'll be able to run way faster than I've run before.